All right, what are you at? I have a question for you starting out. Have you ever had a great workout? Like, can you think back in recent memory and go, you know what, this workout was awesome. Maybe it was you had lots of energy, or you just liked the flow of the workout, whatever it was. Can you think back and remember such a time? Oftentimes, I have good workouts and bad workouts. I think that's pretty par for the course, really, for anybody who exercises regularly. But if I think back to the last 2 years that I've been posting videos on the channel, I think I finally understand. I've finally been able to wrap my head around what enables me to have a good workout. And it really goes back to a core value that has nothing to do with working out, but just kind of like a core life principle, something that I learned from a very young age. And I'm going to share that with you here in a few seconds. But really, you're here because you want to see this workout. So let's jump right to it. We're going to transform, we're going to morph, we're going to, what's it called? I can't think of the word for Star Wars when they beam them up. But anyway, we're going to go from this basement to the basement over at my house. I got a kettlebell workout and a Navy Seal burpee workout for you. So let's jump to that, and we'll chat with you all here in the middle of the video, and I'll tell you what I'm talking about. The things, the ingredients, what you need to do in order to have a great workout. Two. Three. Four. Five. All right, so we just went through 5 Navy SEALs, and I thought I'd just take a quick second to kind of walk through what this complex was. So basically, it starts with a clean, and you bring it back down for a clean, and then I'm going to go up into a press here, and then do 2 squats, and then that's on one side of the body, on the right side. I'm going to bring it down, swing through, switch hands, and then do a clean again on the other side, and then a clean and press, and of course followed by 2 squats, and that kind of completes 1 cycle. And then each round I did 3 cycles, and then I went back and did 5 more Navy SEALs. So that's the kind of complex, and yeah, hope you enjoy it. Okay, so that was 1 round. We're going to do 10, and let's see, into round number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. That's one cycle of your 3. Clean, clean and press, 2 squats. Let me switch hands and do the same thing on the other side. That's 2, one more. So clean, clean, press, 2 squats. Clean, clean, press, 2 squats. Let's do. One. 2. 3. 4. 5. Come on. All right, it's 3 rounds. One. 2. 3. 4. 5. 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, halfway. We got 12 minutes. One. 2, 3, 4, 5. So what does it take to have a good workout, and what does it take to come up with or think about or program a good workout? And for me, I go back to being a young child, and my parents are divorced, okay? So when I was, 3, 4, 5 years old, all the way up until I finished, grade school, 15, 16 years old, my father was not in the home. Now, I should clarify right off the start that right now, as of today, I have a great relationship with my father, and really I've had a great relationship with my father throughout my entire life. It's just that when I was young, he wasn't there, and that's just the reality that I dealt with. However, the good news, or the takeaway for me, is that I was able to have, and I was fortunate enough to have, positive male role models in my life throughout my younger years. And I think one of the most valuable lessons that I learned was that there is great wisdom in listening to men, or listening to people who are not only older than you, but are wiser than you and have more life experience. So many times in my career, not only as a police officer, but just in general, I've seen people make poor life decisions after they had been given better options, better choices, but for whatever reason they chose to go their own way, and they didn't listen to good advice that have been given to them. So for me, when it comes to exercise and burpees and body weight training, what I have done is I've watched other channels, I've listened to other people who have been doing it longer than me and taken their advice and tried to come up with workouts that flow and work well for me. So there's two individuals or two channels that I watch pretty regularly and I draw inspiration from. One of them is Strong and Conditioned. Lee Hazard is that guy's name. And a few years ago, not a few years ago, it was probably like 8 months ago, he did a video where he talked about how to come up with a good workout. And it's very simple. He said basically what you need to do is you just need to go into a workout period and have no plan. Just kind of start doing some burpees, start throwing some movements together, and you'll figure out that some of these work well together, some moves work well together, and others don't. So that's what I've done, and really this workout that you're watching now is a product of that. I did different variations of Navy SEALs, different variations of 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, and 15 squats. I did 5 sections of this kettlebell complex that you're watching here, and I found that Navy SEALs worked well with it, and then instead of doing 4 or 5 rounds of this complex, 3 worked good because it was a shorter period of time. So that's really one thing that I've learned, that you just need to kind of jump into a workout. Maybe you're not recording every workout, but if you jump into it, if you try different things, you're going to come up with something that works well, and then as a result of that, you're going to have a great workout. Okay, so the second channel that I watched that kind of led me towards this workout that you're watching here is Old Natty. If you don't know who Old Natty is, by his own admission, he's a crusty old bastard. However, I believe he has a pure and genuine heart and wants to see younger people who are either beginning their fitness journey or well into it succeed and have longevity. That's kind of my take and view on how Old Natty comments and the support and advice that he gives. So this whole kettlebell complex that I'm doing in this workout really came from him. And I don't know if what he did was exactly like this, but he did a kettlebell video, he used dumbbells, he didn't use a kettlebell. And I'll link it in the description. You can go check out his video if you want. But basically I watched it and I thought, you wanna know what, that looked fun. So I just played around with kettlebell and did a few swings, some presses, a few squats, and just came up with what you're watching here, and it really flowed well together. So basically, the takeaway is, if you listen to people who have more experience than you, if you listen to people who are older than you and have been down the road and have more experience, in time, you're gonna come up with great workouts. This one right here, for me, was a great workout. It's about 24, 25 minutes, which in my world is about as long as I really have time to work out. Most days, yeah, I know. Other days I do longer workouts, but not every day I have time for that. So that's my piece on that. Thanks for listening to me, and we'll chat with you here, I think, at the end of this workout. Joys of children. All right, round 8, here we go. All right, 2 rounds to go. Here we go. One. Two. Three. 4. 5. 1. 2. 3. 4. Yes, sir. 25. All right. Man, oh, if you're looking for a good workout, that was it. It's got your burpees, obviously some kettlebell work, which really adds up over time, both in the presses and in the squats. So anyway, whatever you decide to do today in your workout, make sure it at least has some hard work or intensity, because that's where the money's at. Anyway, enough rambling right now. I'll have something else to say here in just a few seconds. So I hope you liked the video. More importantly, I hope you liked the workout. And hopefully you can use it in your own training. Don't be afraid of the kettlebell. If you don't have one, you can use a dumbbell. You don't have to use a heavy weight, just use a weight that's tough and challenging for you. And like you should do in every workout like you should do in every workout that you do or have, work hard, show up consistently, and at the end of the day, you're gonna be a better person for doing those two things. And if you wanna help me out a little bit, do these two things for me, and we'll see y'all later.